You're watching the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Now here's your hosts, Tom, Nick, and Dave. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. Uh-huh. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is T&D. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 245 of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not just any ordinary broadcast. For the first time ever in 245 episodes, we have made history. Does anybody have any idea what that history is that we've made?
You are in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah, damn right I am, Tom. I, DaveCTheVoice, am officially a Guinness Book of World Records holder. You may boo me accordingly.
We're
That's
never
right.
going to hear the end of this.
I, along with my wife and 1,178 additional pairs, broke a record that stood the test of time for nearly 7 years. But ladies and gentlemen, records were made to be broken. I am a memory maker, a risk taker, and most importantly now, a world record breaker.
Okay.
Tom has breaking news, though, apparently.
Tom has breaking news. I'm Tom, and I have breaking news. We're filming this. It is 10:13 p.m. on Monday night. And I watched the first half of the Detroit Lions game at a bar.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold it! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Fucking sports.
Sports.
I did it.
Now this is the wrestling sports broadcast now.
I did it. The game was fun. I hate football people at bars. I hate it. There was this boy with this boy was a stereotype. He had a Lions jersey on.
When you say boy, was it like a young man?
College age young man.
Okay, I didn't know if like there was a 12-year-old.
No, he was like early 20s. He had his Lions jersey on, which is fine. I get that. And then he had like a big Lions light up necklace on.
Okay.
Mind you, we're at like a shitty sports bar downtown Holland, Michigan. Like,
of course you would wear that.
And then he had the most stereotypical early 20s fashion mullet with like the fade, very generic haircut. And he would just look at the TV in his seat and go, and I'm like, sir, we're at Big E's in Holland, Michigan. They can't hear you barking.
Book they can.
I get like clapping, cheering. I'm fine with like that. I get it. You're excited.
You know, dog pound.
It turned me off. It turned me off a little bit. But with that being said, I'm a Detroit Lions fan now. I guess. And even though I like the Cleveland Browns jersey and helmet best, I like the Lions because I live in Michigan. And
I would think that you would like the Giants because of your size.
No, Tom is a respectable giant, not an embarrassing one.
My whole family is like forever Giants fans, so I will never root for them. Not because I don't love my family. I love my family dearly, but I'm spiteful. I'm petty. Like that was something. So there's your breaking news. Tom now watches sports?
Yes, that's the
Lions with the ball on their own 4-yard line.
Nice.
Third quarter on Monday Night Football, tied with the Ravens.
Is this some kind of world record that Tom likes in sports? Is that like
I don't know
what a historic
man to ever watch a football game?
I don't know if I like sports. I enjoyed watching with a couple of my friends, and that's that.
I'll say this. On this broadcast, we've talked about a lot of things. We had my wedding video displayed on this. We've announced pregnancies on this video on this show.
Divorces.
We've announced divorces. We've interviewed our favorite wrestlers. We've interviewed some of the most controversial wrestlers. How you doing, Soul Taker? But Tom watching football
Who would've thought?
was not on my bingo card.
Not on mine either.
But I'd like to say this.
My plans tonight were to have the people who invited me to football. We've been watching the Great British Baking Show on my house on Mondays.
I got the second
So
half,
that was
guys.
my original plan.
Well, I'd like to say this, Tom, because I do love you, and I did state that publicly on my Facebook post yesterday. It was my anniversary yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. And I do love you, Tom, and Nick, I love you as well. But since Tom's a sports fan now, I need to talk shit in the fact that Tom's Lions currently sit at 1-1. They could be 2-1. They could be 1-2. Nick's Commanders 2-1 after a great win yesterday. You know who's 3-0, ladies and gentlemen? Tampa Bay Buccaneers 3-0. Running away with it.
And let's talk. All right, so let's back to the show. How about wrestling? I wouldn't know because I couldn't fucking watch it this weekend.
You know I'm mad. Now, see, I was about to have a lot of fun, but now I'm mad.
Yeah, I don't want you to have fun.
So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, I am a wedding DJ, and I was contracted to DJ a wedding Saturday afternoon when All Out happened. And so I have a long-standing tradition in which I enjoy my first Samuel Adams Oktoberfest of the year during All Out. Now, I purchased All Out, and I watched it after my wedding was done. And enjoyed my first Sam Adams of the season. Yay, wrestling, Nick. I wanted to check out WrestlePalooza. Here's the thing. I could have bought the world record supply of hula hoops and still would not have jumped through as many hoops as WWE is trying to make me jump through in order to watch wrestling. Now, not only do they misadvertise this because they keep saying it's on ESPN. ESPN is a cable channel. WrestlePalooza was available on the ESPN app unlimited, which is
Not
another
ESPN
channel
Plus,
within the
because
channel.
I have ESPN Plus with my Disney Plus and Hulu. It wasn't on Plus.
No.
It was on unlimited. So even
you're not spending enough money.
I'm not spending enough money.
So here's the thing. If you don't watch TV, but you watch sports, that's it. You don't watch Law and Order, Survivor. You don't give a shit about the local news.
Can't wait for
anything. ESPN's $30 thing for what they offer, great value. But I'm not paying $30 just for a wrestling pay-per-view. I'm not doing that.
Mid wrestling pay-per-view.
I'll get to that. Don't worry. I'll get to that. Because WWE does not care. I'm sorry. I should say TKO does not give a shit about the consumer.
No.
If this product, now I'll say this. WWE's in-ring product right now, what is on my television screen, is arguably the best. It's in the era of the best that it's been within the last 15 years, safe to say. In the last 15 years, it's probably the best it's been. If it wasn't so good, what would these sales for tickets be? Because again, I'm enjoying thoroughly the WWE product. My favorite wrestler is retiring. They are asking for $600 to sit in the upper deck for SummerSlam. I can make it. It is okay in my head to spend that money to go see a product that I enjoy, to see a wrestler that I love. But if WWE was shit,
yeah.
And I sent this screenshot to our Patreon chat, patreon.com/WNRDB. Let me find this screenshot. So PW Insider reporting WrestleMania 42 ticket prices in Las Vegas. To get in the building, in the 400 section, again, where I paid $600, $854.15. Now, I don't know if that includes ticket fees or anything like that. You want to sit on section A1 on the floor, it's going to cost you $8,998.
Now,
Holy shit.
I went to WrestleMania 10 at Madison Square Garden. My father, we were never a wealthy family. My parents were divorced, what have you. My father took my brother and I to WrestleMania 10 at Madison Square Garden. I understand inflation. There is no way that if ticket prices were like that, I would have experienced that moment with my dad. And I cherish that memory.
10 is a good one.
10 was a fucking.
That's Owen Hart and Bret Hart. That's like,
and I was a fucking child.
That had Crush versus Macho Man.
Yeah.
I was a child. The first ladder match.
Is that the one where they hung Macho Man off the strap and
I think it was Crush was hung upside down.
Or somebody got hung up.
I couldn't imagine, like, I don't have children. I don't necessarily plan on having children. But I can't imagine trying to take my child to a WWE event that will be incredibly formative for them, because it was for me. I have a fucking master's degree. I have a career. I can't afford that shit.
Yep. Now, Tom, as a newly born Detroit Lions fan, you're lucky right now because the Lions are relatively good. Yeah. Same for Nick's Commander. Same for my Buccaneers.
Shit, though, I heard. Here's
the thing, though. I am here's where my life comes crashing down and hurts inside. I'm a Brooklyn Nets basketball fan, and the Nets
New Jersey
suck. The Brooklyn Nets, not even New Jersey. I wish they were in New Jersey again. It was so much easier to get there. But the Nets suck, and so I cannot make it okay I can't validate spending money to go buy the ticket and then take the 2-hour train ride into the city, then the half-hour subway ride from Grand Central to Brooklyn, and then eat mid-Barclays Center cuisine for dinner.
Yeah.
If they were good, I could validate spending that, but they suck. Like, again, it comes down to if this product was garbage, this would be a big different story right now.
The last 2 WWE events I went to had minimal fun. Minimal.
Yep.
Like, regretted going, to be honest with you, because the people around me, because things that they were shouting or, they're not cheering. Everyone's smart to the business and just enjoy the fucking show.
Now, this is another. We mentioned how WrestlePalooza was mid. Now, I'll be honest. I've only seen some highlights. I've not watched any of the actual content. But from what I'm hearing is there were still commercials, and from what I was understanding, like you buy ESPN, there should not be any commercials in this.
That was a big complaint I heard.
Why are there ad breaks? Like, why is AEW able to put on a show? And again, this is my gripe with AEW, that it's like 3 count, ring the bell, next match. Like, yes, there's got to be stuff to breathe, but I don't need a commercial break. Like, this is a pay-per-view. It should be commercial-esque free. I understand, and I have no problem with the ads on the ring. Yeah, it's a little much. But you know what? This match is brought to you by Dude Wipes or the Cinnamon Toast Crunch mascot dancing in the corner. I can understand. But here's the product placement I have no problem with.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm not a fan of the Slim Jim logo on the table because I think that just makes it an unorganic moment.
I mean, they're not making enough money off ticket sales. They've got to sell sponsors.
Yeah, but you go back, what was it? Here's Otis and the Street Profits talking about, oh man, that match made me really hungry. Oh, as hungry as the triple deck pizza box from Pizza Hut. So good. Like, that's fine. A fun spot like that is fine. I don't need an actual commercial break. Like,
it's kind of crazy. I don't want
to. You know what's really crazy? Maxwell Jacob Freeman. I'd like to give this man his flowers. Fucking wrestled in Mexico City at 1:30 a.m. Miami time, and then went to fucking Toronto to wrestle at 3:30 p.m. Miami time in a fucking tables and tax match in which I don't even think I shared this in the nerd group. I gotta find this photo. But Bryce Remsburg shared a photo of his shoes, the referee after the match.
I saw that.
Holy shit. Where is this photo? I've gotta find it. But yeah, it's
crazy.
It is quite crazy.
We don't deserve MJF. Actually, no. We do deserve MJF. That's like we deserve that. Yeah, that's crazy.
But he sounds like a little tap dancer when he walks around.
I'll say this: it was not maybe it wasn't intentional, but I'm just thinking MJF was paying homage to Matt Cardona when he did the first death match against Nick Gage because he was in the all white, he had the cut off shirt, the broski cut, and he had the gloves on. I'm like, smart man. He knows those fucking things are gonna hurt.
On that post of Bryce's shoes,
Yep.
so many randoms trying to talk about like, oh man, this is got to remove them this way. It's the only way they're gonna get them out. I'm like, just shut up. Like, you don't need to know everything. Just shut up.
I love how the AI on the bottom. I don't know if it'll show it. But how did the shoes get damaged? Because he stepped in fucking thumbtacks. That's how.
I heard All Out was sick.
All Out, from what I watched, I had to fast forward a little bit through some spots. But Darby Allin, holy shit. Just full fucking speed.
Fire.
I would like to see Darby Allin's like quarter mile run. Like, I'd like to see what's Darby Allin's 40-yard dash time. Because dude just like takes off. Also, how we gave credit to MJF going from Toronto to or from Mexico to Toronto. We also have to give credit to Anthony Bowens from going to Toronto to Little Falls, New Jersey, where he and I scissored consensually. Anthony Bowens and I are both world record holders.
What did Orange Cassidy come back?
They mentioned a promo. I think he's going to come back Wednesday night because Mark Briscoe was like cutting a promo and whatnot. And something along the lines of like, yeah, it'll be me and my boys, and we got a special tag team partner. And he's like, Kyle, what'd he say? And Kyle just gets off his phone. He's like, he said, whatever. And the crowd went wild. So I'm assuming they're having an all-star tag team match this Wednesday night on Dynamite.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I heard All Out was like overall great and worth it. Like I want to rewind really quick.
Beth Copeland comes back.
Beth Copeland comes back.
I like that it just says Beth on the screen. I'm like, they're not just gonna call her Beth.
Yeah. Pac comes back with.
I thought it was Austin Aries when I seen the picture of it.
He looked like fucking Austin.
No, Pac looked fucking great, and honestly, he looked tougher, and like you could take him a little bit more seriously.
He's gotta figure that haircut out. He like
the green bastard. What about the green bastard?
Tony Storm dropping the title to Statlander.
Oh,
Bit of a shock. Bit of
a shock, but you know what? I'm happy with it. Stat needs a character, but
she could be an alien.
She could be, and I love the boot. But I do want to rewind really quick to WrestlePalooza.
Yeah.
Did Brock Lesnar really just run through John Cena?
Yep.
Wait, Brock Lesnar. Isn't that the guy who's mentioned 44 fucking times in an ongoing sex trafficking lawsuit? ESPN, you sacks of shit.
Someone had a sign up that said you don't belong here, and we all know why. It's just
tell me what lie.
What is that? So like Cena obviously needs to lose at some point with this farewell tour. You know, he can't just win, what have you. I don't see what that did for anything. Are we going to get, like, are they setting this up for, like, a series now? I don't get it. I don't get it because Cena did, 3 AAs and then he kicked out.
What happened. I just know Brock Lesnar, a man who's mentioned 44 times in an ongoing sex trafficking lawsuit, basically squashed John Cena.
I think we buried the lead here in this whole episode. We haven't talked to it yet. Is they announced that Shane McMahon is going into the WWE Hall of Fame.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. The Undertaker did it. I heard.
Shane McMahon's sister is going into the Hall of Fame.
Shane McMahon's sister. See, well, that doesn't make me as excited as I
that So here's the question then: does Stephanie McMahon deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes, I think so. Why not? She was a big character. I mean,
I'm not asking this because I don't think so. I'm just curious.
I think that there's people in the Hall of Fame now that deserve to be in less than Stephanie McMahon. So therefore, I think she should go in.
I do think she deserves to go in. It's one of those, the same reason like Triple H didn't want to go in. Like he's like, yeah, no, I can't, because then it's one of those like, oh, you're just going in because you're the. And of course, there's always going to be that thing. But if you are able to separate that, you know,
She was a
she
prominent
is
on
she's an iconic character.
on-screen character for
I fully
decades.
I fully stand behind them inducting Stephanie.
Yeah,
I think she absolutely deserves it. What she's done for the business, 100%. I think having Undertaker say that to her is stupid.
I'd like to point out two things.
Hold on. Undertaker needs to take a fucking walk and stay retired. Stop. They're paying him how much for these appearances? Fucking stop. We don't need the Undertaker with his stupid tinted glasses that look like shit on him that don't fit him. We don't fucking need the Undertaker anywhere near WWE at this point. Let him do his little stupid fucking storytelling of how he was the coolest locker room leader and held court because he's
Jack
so
Daniels straight.
fucking cool. Go away. Go the fuck away, Undertaker. Go away. I almost said something really bad.
I read that he's like the head booker of AAA now. Like they basically put Undertaker in charge.
Jesus Christ.
That's ridiculous.
Did you see the meme where the Undertaker says like, Stephanie, you and I have known each other a long time, and then it cuts to him crucifying her?
Remind me when we're done recording to tell you what I wanted to say about the Undertaker.
Write it down so you don't forget.
Yeah.
But also, I'd like to speak to the fact that the Undertaker doesn't know how fucking words work, because he said, Stephanie, it's my pleasure to induct you into the Hall of Fame class of 2026. No, jackass, you are announcing that she will be the first inductee for the Hall of Fame class of 2026. But that's just me, a Hall of Fame broadcaster, knowing how to articulate and use correct language.
I think he
Dumbass.
mispronounced the word Stephanie when he meant to say Shane. That's what I'm going to go with.
I think so. He should have.
You
got it.
Woo!
I just texted it to us three chat. Yep. So,
brother.
Yeah. So we're priced out of WWE. We can't watch premium live events. It's getting harder and harder to watch WWE. But do you know what I heard?
That NordVPN is running a sale.
Nope.
And if you use the code NERD, you get 70% off for 3 months.
The Netflix company is looking to make a huge purchase that includes TBS and TNT.
I've heard this.
Which it will go to show if Netflix, TBS, TNT, because TBS and TNT have been very adamant that AEW is their programming. Like they have faith in it. They've invested in it. It will, if this is a real deal, AEW will have to prove we're worth it. Netflix will have to be like, yeah, we put value in this. Then what?
Yep.
Is Raw, Dynamite, and Collision on Netflix?
Well, Tom, I'm kind of glad you mentioned that, because I'd like to bring up something else just really quick. Hold on, if I could bring up my notes, because I don't want to speak incorrectly, but go on while I find my note.
Yeah, I think WWE is probably going to shift off Netflix sooner than anticipated. If that's a deal that goes on, there's no way TKO is going to allow that. And with where WWE is going, does Netflix want that? Does Netflix want to be affiliated with the biggest pay-per-view, the biggest wrestling event of the year, hands down, WrestleMania, going to Saudi Arabia? potentially somewhat regularly. I wouldn't want shit to do with that. So who knows? AEW on Netflix. I'm saying it here. I'm saying it now. And also,
it's a 10-year deal, and I think Netflix can opt out anytime they want, right?
We say things on this show before things happen, and then other people say things like fucking Bubba Ray Dudley talking shit about how we came up with fucking Indie Palooza during WrestleMania with AEW, and then Bubba Ray's like, I came up with this.
So I was listening to the friend of the show, the wrestling. That's our show. The Matt Cardona. I can't think of their show's name right now. I'm burning
the
out.
Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
Major Wrestling Figure Broadcast. There you go. And
I saw him at the airport 1 year ago tomorrow.
That he had a idea to do. He wants to do Indie Mania, where he's like going to bring in all the top indie stars from around the world and do like the WrestleMania for the indies. And somebody was saying that would be like the perfect thing to like headline the WrestleMania weekend stuff that's like here in the States. Because I think something that GCW has offers from like promoters over in Saudi Arabia to run GCW and all their shows over in Saudi Arabia.
GCW's not going to be allowed to.
How is that going to, like, do you really think
I saw Brett Lauderdale's been like reached out to by like several people over in Saudi Arabia.
Do you think 95% of their companies even going to be able to get like visas and passports?
No, they can't legally go over there.
No,
half that company can't go to Canada.
Nick Gage is going to show
Cardona
up.
And maybe Effie.
I'd like to see Nick Gage get through fucking TSA.
I'd like to see Nick Gage. I would pay money to see Nick Gage in Saudi Arabia being Nick Gage, not even wrestling.
All these fuckers like praying at the wall of Mecca and shit, and they're fucking in their roads. And here comes fucking Nick Gage with a fucking light tube, just boom, right over the fucking dome.
I just don't.
They would disappear him so fast.
Random tag team. I am blanking on the guy's name. Do you remember the guy that like spun pizzas around?
Yeah. Luigi Primo.
Yes, we need Luigi Primo and Nick Gage to fucking team up.
There we go.
The pizza in the cutter.
Instead of a pizza, it's a pizza covered in shards of glass.
Yeah, there you go.
He's spinning that shit around.
Glass everywhere.
Glass. So good.
Tasty treats.
But all I'm saying is if anybody can pull this off, Matt Cardona.
Of course.
Can do it.
Of course.
Speaking of pulling things off, I have my note in front of me, if that's okay. But we were talking about Netflix buying, or Netflix company buying TBS and TNT. There's another purchase that is going on that I'd like to bring everyone's attention to, if I may, and that is the company Nexstar. They are the big company that owns ABC. Nexstar is trying to buy Tegna, which is another company of television channels. Now, in order for Nexstar to acquire Tegna, they need the FCC's approval, because that would put them over the cap of 39% ownership of channels in people's homes. Therefore, if the FCC tells ABC they don't like somebody and they got to pull them off, that means the government has infringed upon someone's talking. That's how the world works, everyone. So let's just make sure that we all watch what we say.
Nah.
Just saying.
Also, we are, as a broadcast for sale, for if any of these networks want to purchase us, we are for sale.
If Tubi TV wants to purchase the broadcast,
I'm willing to go shirtless 48 of the 52 weeks of the year.
Yes.
We want those old Time Warner AOL contracts that Hulk Hogan and Goldberg had.
Wasn't there an episode where I just walked on screen and had nothing but my IWGP belt around my peen?
Probably. Go back and watch the other episodes, folks, and let us know. Jonathan Hodap, we need you to go do some research.
He probably remembers that. How could you forget? Yeah, I think I walked into the screen and just had the title. It might have been one of our Zoom calls. I don't know. But yeah, I was fully nude except for a title belt on YouTube. Take that, motherfuckers.
I'm going to ask ChatGPT a question here. Hold on.
How much is a reasonable price to ask for ABC to purchase us? The wrestling
to purchase us.
Well, I'll ask that afterward.
Oh Lord.
But go on. Look, give me something else while we're just chatting here while I'm typing away.
I kind of don't have anything else, but
There's a crate, but we're not talking about it this week.
there's a crate, and I'm going to say it right now.
It's dead. We should talk about that.
It's dead.
That's the word around the block. Is that
It's
the crates
dead.
are dead? They're dead.
Dead.
Even freaking
dead.
PWT said they don't know how much longer they can keep this going.
Speaking of dead,
2 more fucking brawlers. This game is dead.
Speaking of dead, I asked ChatGPT, if Matt Cardona were to wrestle a death match in Saudi Arabia, who should his opponent be? That's an interesting what-if scenario. If Matt Cardona were to wrestle a death match in Saudi Arabia, the choice of opponent would need to balance spectacle, storyline, and believability, while also considering what's realistic for a Saudi show where historically WWE has kept things PG and blood-free. So if we treat this as a fantasy booking situation rather than reality, Nick Gage, the obvious choice given their history, Jon Moxley, another new huge name who can go hardcore and would elevate the match to a must-see status. Brody King, his size and presence would create a David versus Goliath deathmatch dynamic. Sammy Callahan, a fellow deathmatch veteran who brings intensity. EC3, if you wanted more story-driven spectacle, his history with Cardona makes it personal and would frame it as a brutal grudge match. If it is a true deathmatch fantasy booking, Nick Gage feels like the most poetic choice since he's the one who gave Cardona credibility in that world. But if you're talking Saudi Arabia specifically, Jon Moxley is most likely to fit the spectacle while keeping it realistic.
I would think it would have to be Shane McMahon. Didn't Shane McMahon win Best of the World inside Saudi Arabia?
He did.
So he's got to be the best in the world, at least in Saudi Arabia's world.
Got to be.
So, I mean, obviously it would be Shane McMahon versus Matt Cardona in a death match.
But doesn't Braun Strowman also have like some Saudi Arabia titles?
Well, the three-way brawl.
He won the world's greatest Royal Rumble. Not a world record.
Yeah, that's
not like
the tightest slide.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to ask, how much money would it take for ABC to purchase the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast? Searching the web.
Not a lot, honestly.
3,000?
Hold on, because it's come up with quite a bit here. Holy shit, it comes up quite a bit here.
3,000 a month?
That obviously means that people have been thinking about this. This is a hot topic.
That's a fun hypothetical. The cost for ABC to purchase the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, assuming it's a full rights package or something close, depends heavily on what the package includes, how big the viewership is, how many shows, how often, etc. I don't have concrete data on the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, so I'll outline how might one estimate using known comparable deals, then give a rough guess range. There's so much here. Audience size and demos, supplemental media rights, existing... what the actual fuck?
$3,000 a month?
Some examples in the wrestling media: WWE's live premium events deal with ESPN.
Comparable.
Starting in 2026, it says $325 million a year. AEW's new media deal is worth $170.
I mean,
we'll go lower than that.
10 grand a year.
Whoa! Hold on. Rough estimate for the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Since I don't have specifics on Nerd, number of shows, audience size, etc., I'll make some assumptions, then estimate 2 scenarios. Scenario A, Nerd is a small or mid-tier. Assume weekly show, 1 to 2 hours, plus occasional big specials or matches. Modest but growing audience, not yet at WWE or AEW level.
Not yet.
Some digital streaming rights, but mostly domestic. In that case, the rights might be in the ballpark of $20 to $80 million a year. Holy shit!
Yeah, we have.
That sounds right. It all checks
Scenario
out.
B.
Nerd
is large, rising power. Assume multiple weekly shows, strong viewership and key demos, big specials / pay-per-views, streaming international rights included. We're banned in Germany, I know that. Streaming international rights included, good brand recognition, able to pull advertising. In that case, cost for ABC could be more like 100 to 300 million a year or more, depending on how much ABC wants to pay for exclusivity, promotional support, etc.
Look, we'll put an episode out a day. I'll do what? We'll do 2 a day.
Yeah, seriously, for that money,
For that kind of money, I'll be fucking live 12 hours a day. Jesus Christ.
Seriously,
Yeah,
holy
so
shit.
you know,
You want to see how I live my
ABC?
life?
yeah, it'd be a reality show.
Shit,
Life of
man.
Tom, baby.
Tom,
You'll
it's just
see-
be called Tom Says Hi. 24 hours of Tom.
So,
It's just hi, 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 hi.
So,
Tom touches tall things in society.
and that's
Tom
just ABC. Wait
moves
till
on
up
the
some other
ceiling.
networks.
Tom reaches for the sky.
Tom cleans cobwebs in ceiling corners.
Tom pulls the moon closer to show girls how tall he is.
Tom paints the Sistine Chapel again
Tom's
without
tired.
scaffolding.
Tom's tired of the clouds, so gives a gentle wave.
Tom says it's too bright. It's nighttime, everyone.
This is the great content that you'll get, ABC, when you purchase $300 million.
Tom hates this damn town. Starts holding his glasses up right in front of the sun and just creates a fucking beam.
Tom hunts down Tony Jones.
Oh boy, baby.
You thought you could go this far without it.
We
Hey,
got
Tony
pretty far.
Jones. I'm fucking waiting, pal.
All right. Well, that is our cue, ladies and gentlemen, that we need to tell you that if you want to support this broadcast, first of all, you can do it for free. You can be a world record holder by making sure we have more subscribers than Mr. Beast. We've got a long way to go to break that record. So make sure you join the record and subscribe to our channel. And while you're at it, if you'd like to financially support the broadcast, you can give us your money by going to patreon.com/WNRDB and join for as little as $1 a month. We're cleaning house in that Patreon chat soon. So see a couple of you. I know you ain't paid your dues. You can also get in the chat for $5. It's that simple. You get your name in the credits, get free shit, all that good stuff. And of course, ProWrestlingTees.com/TheWrestlingNerd. I keep fucking bored, man. ProWrestlingTees.com/TheWrestlingNerd Broadcast, where you can buy t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and a bunch of other cool shit. Go check out Tom's Got Glass on social media. Go check out Aquacare Pool Services on social media. Go check out DJ DaveCTheVoice on social media. They're our sponsors. They're really great. And I'm a world record holder, ladies and gentlemen, reminding you to be on record and tell your mother that you love her every day because like Kevin Durant said, Mom, you're the real MVP. Good night, everyone. And God bless America.
I got the new iPhone.
Ooh.
It's kind of sick. Fuck you, Tony Jones.